Hey, what's up, this is boy, Mr. Vegas. You got it locked to Just Cool Radio. You know, say, yeah, I will play the baddest and the maddest and the best dancehall and reggae music and all type of music, soca, everything. I get it, yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Vegas, Just Cool Radio. Turn it up loud. Na 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 na. Why you wanna leave me, baby?
Bring the hot girls come to party, cause we love see them move and shake them body out. Bring the hot girls come to party, just cool them, love it, love it. Hey yo, it's the lamb and the Scotch and Sean Paul letting you know. You don't know. Just Cool Radio, and that's the dial set. Dirty.
If you don't know, now you know. Go and tune in to Just Cool Radio.
Are you looking to take your business, community project or product to the next level? Want to reach a dynamic and engaged audience? Look further. At Just Cool Radio for the perfect platform to showcase your brand. Our diverse programming and loyal listeners are the ideal match for your advertising needs. Whether you're a local business, an emerging entrepreneur, we've got you covered. Want to add some star power to your event? Book Just Cool Radio talent to bring excitement and professionalism to your next big occasion. Our talented hosts and DJs will keep your audience entertained and engaged. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Visit JUSCOOLRadio.com today to learn more about our affordable advertising packages and booking options. Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eyes of many.
Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence. Everybody turn it up loud, loud, loud. Just Cool Radio, Madina.
Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eye of many. Blessings, everybody. Hey, 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 what's happening? Yes, guys, welcome to Your Time with Nadz on Just Cool Radio. You already know the vibes, guys. We keep it cute and sometimes a little bit mute over here, you know what I mean? That's how it goes. But I hope you all have an amazing, amazing evening so far. And a dope midweek, because it's definitely dope. It's definitely midweek vibes. And yeah, we are here, guys. We're here and we're locked in. So yeah, without further ado, guys, you already know how it goes. Like a warm-up session, you know what I mean? A little warm-up. And I wanted to go with this WizKids tune, guys, because you already know your girl. I'm Ivorian, African through and through. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone in the building, okay? What a week it's been, really. So I'm like, yeah, let's play a little WizKid and get ourselves in the vibes, Afro beats and all of that. You know what I mean? We're going to run that right now, guys. And the tune is Break. Okay, this one is a long time. Eric V and Skeet. Big vibes, that one right there by Eric V and Skeet, guys. Next up, we're getting into Too Many Women. Yes, guys, we're soon going to get into our artist interview. That was Too Many Women, okay, by Jordan Adunje and KWN, guys. What a vibe, what a vibe. Absolutely love that one, guys. It's really doing a lot. It's really. Do you know what, guys? There's this particular song that I want to play before we get into our artist interview, okay? And it's Vito, and he likes to do his mixes, right? And this tune, Heart of a Woman, okay, Summer Walker's Heart of a Woman, he's done this dope remix to it. So we're gonna vibe out to that one right now, guys. Big up your girl, Queen Tan's in the building. Love, love, love. Yes, SB, what's happening? Jeez, yeah, man. Love Vito. Let's get it.
Only thing that's saving me, oh no, is the prayer of a woman.
Come on, there's nothing stronger than the prayer of a woman. Whether that's your mum, your aunt, your sister, your gal. Come
girl,
on.
I know why you do the things you do. Ay, cause girl, you love it over here. You know I bring something real. Can't nobody do you like I do, oh yeah. Girl, I know your body like I designed it. If it's a problem, I come and solve it. Look, the mind of a man, protect and provide and stick to the plan. The heart of a woman, easy to break but hard to mend. Work on me, I work on you one at a time. And stop saying it's over, cause you know you always be lying, cause only thing that's saving you, the only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. Only thing that's saving me, oh baby, is the prayer of a woman. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Stability, peace and security. I'm bringing everything, state of serenity, yeah. You gave my heart a home, I put your mind at ease. Got some shit that we working on, we tryna be a better team. And I wish a nigga would play with you. Everything good, but it's true. Yeah, I saw the blessing in you, so I put that ice on you. Work on me, I work on you one at a time. Stop saying it's over, cause you know your ass be lying, girl. Only thing that's saving you, the only thing that's saving you, is the heart of a woman. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Only thing that's saving me, the only thing that's saving me, is the prayer of a woman.
Guys, that was Vito with his remix to Summer Walker's Heart of a Woman. What a tune, guys. Honestly, when you feel it, you're feeling it, right? And you know what I'm feeling right now, guys? I'm feeling that we need to get our artists up in the building, because that's what's up right now. Guys, I'd love to welcome up Bowza to the stage. Well, our stage right here. Welcome, Bowza. Let's just fix this one here for you, my lovely. A little bit tall. Let me know how it feels for you.
That sounds
Get
good.
yourself comfortable.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
yes, Bowza. Welcome to Your Time with Nadz.
Welcome. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
For having me. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
For sure. That's what's up. And and I think it naturally, what I like to do with my show is to kind of work our way, because really what it's about is getting to know the artists behind the music, behind everything. If you come this way for me, my lovely, just so we can get you in all the in all the cameras over there, and then we'll do it like that. Anton, could we fix this one, or maybe come a bit more this way for me?
Is there a way I should
There
look
we
as
go.
well? Or
No, you're
look
good.
at you and
You're
just
good.
look.
However you feel.
Yeah,
Just be
cool,
comfortable.
cool.
I want you
Yeah,
to be.
yeah.
This is about you.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we're here for you, darling. Okay. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have you here in the building. Honestly, you know, from when I actually found you through a mutual friend. I'm not sure if you know China. He goes by My Name is China on social media, but he's a friend of mine. But he was following you.
China, yeah.
Yeah.
China's my guy still.
Yeah, so big up
You know,
China.
I've known China for a while still. I went uni with China.
Okay.
Yeah. And I remember big up China still, because in uni, the first day I started, I walked in a big room.
Yeah.
I saw a brother.
Yeah.
I sat down next to him.
Yeah.
And it was him.
Oh, really?
And we just read the whole thing together and that. So yeah, big up China.
Oh,
still.
that's dope. That's dope. Yeah. So literally, I see that he was following you, and I was like, oh, let me just pre the thing and see what's going on here. And I was like, yeah, music's dope.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Dope. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, gotta definitely try and lock you in, and here you are.
Yeah.
What I like to do is I think it's interesting when artists, you know, I feel like every artist has their kind of individual name, and it's always nice to find out the background behind it. So Bowza, is there a story behind how you came up with your artist name?
Not so much of a story. It's funny enough though. It's a name that I've had since like 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I was younger, I used to do like grime and garage and stuff.
Okay.
You know, when you're younger, you find that you go through so many names.
Yes.
You find your tag name and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And then obviously I kind of use it as a metaphor of like spitting fire. Obviously, because Bowza's the character in it, so I use it as spitting fire on a mic and that.
Yeah.
And then from when
from Mario, innit?
Mario, yeah.
I thought that instantly. I'm not gonna lie, because I was a huge fan.
Changed up the spelling and that, you know what I mean? But when I said the name in the end, and when I said it, everyone's like, yeah, that suits you. That's you.
Yeah.
And it's been that since, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
that's dope. Dope.
I represented that name, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know, because names are important, whether that's your birth name or your artist name, it kind of does reflect like either the style of music or your personality or persona, you know. So would you say, okay, that's
yeah, big, bold, fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have you always always been like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Fireman as well. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to play, because I would like the people to know, obviously, you know, what type of artist you are, and for them to get a little feel of you. So we're going to go into your latest song, that your latest release, which is A Better Place. Dope tune. Yeah, so we're gonna run this up, and then we're gonna get into the swing of things.
Yeah, all right, cool.
All right, that's what's up, guys. So yeah, guys, you're locked in. Your time with Nadz right here on Just Cool Radio. I've got the amazing dope rap artist Bowza in the building, and we're gonna run up A Better Place, guys. So stay locked all the way in.
On my way.
Yes, guys, this tune is also featuring an artist called Mons.
Big up Mons.
Yes, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
My way. Yo, I'm sick of this. These men are taking a piss. I've had enough, there's gotta be a better place than this. Somewhere far away, where we can really be free. All this mind control, taking its toll on me. Turning off my phone, ignoring the news. All the gossip is on
Yeah,
my way.
yeah, let's take that back. You have to deep the words, guys. We're gonna deep it tonight, okay?
My way. Yo, I'm sick of this. These men are taking a piss. I've had enough, there's gotta be a better place than this. Somewhere far away, where we can really be free. All this mind control, taking its toll on me. Turning off my phone, ignoring the news. All the gossip instead, too many lies, where's truth? I'm searching, it's nowhere near. I've been looking for a while and it's nowhere here. Build a boat like Garvey, the Black Star Line. If you're on the same wave, come for a ride, it's gonna be live. Vibes on deck, call it the soul ship. Loads of chicks, Ray and F, head into paradise. Coconut trees, cross the 7 seas, feel the cool breeze. Captain Bowza, I stare with ease. I rock the boat, and when it's wet, I float. I said I'm on my way, searching night and day. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I said I'm on my way. I'm on my way to a better place. On my way. My way. Some days I don't know where I'm heading, but I ride through the storm, always forward stepping. The alchemist, I know this life is a blessing, but sometimes I need more than what I'm getting. Some peace, minimum 20 degrees, no media control, all crooked police. Kids can be kids, outside wheelie and skids. A better place than this, I can't stand the blitz, can't stand the rain. Outside is grey, stuck in the rat race for financial gain. No church on Sunday, but I sometimes pray. Got my plan in play, I'm on my way. I need to grow my own food.
Guys, I really hope you're deep in these lyrics, though. I really hope you guys are taking it in.
Acres and acres, no next door neighbors. I said I'm on my way. Searching night and day. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I said I'm on my way. I'm on my way to a better place. On my way. On my way. Way. I said I'm on my way.
Yes, guys, that was A Better Place, but obviously the one and only and truly Bowza featuring Mons. Beautiful singer, by the way.
Yeah,
beautiful
definitely.
Singer.
Big up Mons. Big up Mons.
Yeah. Do you want to?
Big up, yeah, go on. Yeah, big up Mons and the HGC still. She's from the House Gospel Choir. They're massive in that. They've inspired me a lot because I go to all their shows and that. And the time where I weren't really active, just listen to them. You know what I mean? It was kind of motivated me to come back and do music.
No, I love that for you. That's dope. So also, how did that collaboration come about then? You said, okay, you follow them.
Mons, Mons is my friend still.
Okay,
dope. Mons, I've known her for like 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was that's why I like the collab as well, because it's quite natural.
Yeah. Just fits in.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to try too hard, and you guys already understand each other's vibe and
straight
what it's about.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I noticed your music is very deep. It's very conscious, I'd say. It's very conscious rap.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It probably goes to what I do in it. So other than music, I work with youth and stuff.
Okay.
So like I motivate, inspire, and stuff like that, and provide opportunities and that. So yeah, I kind of trace true to what I do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Who I am and that, and
you
my
make
day
it
to day.
match up,
Exactly.
Because sometimes you do find like whether that's whether it's artists or performers and whatnot. Sometimes their real day job it ain't the same. It don't match up.
Yeah.
Like I work in a nursery.
Okay.
Big up. So yeah, like the people say, okay, so what? So on a Wednesdays you're at the studio, then you're doing this, you're doing that, and then you're working in there. So it's sometimes it's but it's always nice when you can do something that you're passionate outside of your
100%.
other passion as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
For sure.
Everything I try and do is passion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever I do, if I play football, whatever, go gym with passion, you know what I mean?
I see
I
that
live
too.
with that.
I see that too, and we'll get into that a little bit later on. But as far as your background and like where you're from and things like that, your heritage. And
Yeah. So one side is Jamaican,
Okay.
and then one side is Dominican.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I just come back from Jamaica still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, don't make us too jealous, honey.
Yeah.
We've been here for a reason.
Yeah,
How
no.
was it? How was it?
It was live still, and I was doing like the real Jamaica in it. I was living in the country and that.
Okay. You didn't do the touristy thing.
Done 2 days in a hotel and that, but when
Okay.
I was there, I was like, yeah, take me back to the country and that.
Yeah.
I was learning a lot. I was getting into like farming and all that, planting coconut trees and stuff like that. So yeah, I learned a lot out there still.
That's
Learn a
dope.
lot,
That's
yeah,
dope. Okay, I love that. So all right. So right now you're kind of whereabouts in London are you based?
So right now I'm like North London, but I'm from East London. So I'm from like Leytonstone.
Okay.
Yeah, so big up Waltham Forest.
Yeah. So you grew up in Leytonstone.
Yeah, Leytonstone. Yeah, they like go hand in hand and that. But yeah, so I grew up there. But yeah, I was young. I was everywhere, man. I'm all over London and that, man. Yeah, I represent London still.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Because I know that some people can be very territorial. Like, oh no, man's from North. Like, have to rep North. Can't you know what I'm saying? But it's like.
No, I've lived in South. I've lived in North. I've lived in East. You know what I mean? So London representer. You know what I mean? Love it.
What was your what was your childhood like as far as like what kind of was you cheeky chap? Was you kind of like was you in the mix like personal kind of
so like
personal experience?
Yeah, I was just with the man them growing up. You know what I mean? Obviously, when you're younger, you do naughty things and whatever, but you learn through things and that. But you know what I mean? At the same time, I was mature. You know what I mean? I liked education, intelligence, and stuff, and. Yeah, I just having fun, man. You know, when you were the man then growing up, it's like just enjoying things, having fun.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, honestly, because sometimes I sit back and I'm like, oh, I wish I could get some of them days back. Like, just where life was just so much more simpler, innit? Where you could just, school was the most thing that you had to really...
Yeah,
you had to really
I heard
think.
that.
Yeah, no, but I love that. So you was quite academic as well as...
Academic, that's
out
life.
with the
Yeah,
man
that's
them.
all. Yeah, it's always outside. I just enjoyed it, man. I had a good... It's good, times where you could be everywhere. You know what I mean? Weren't too much worries or whatever. But yeah, man, I've done a lot, man.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Okay, so you got Dominican parent and a Jamaican parent.
Yeah, grandparents, yeah.
Grandparents,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Obviously that is all Caribbean, but is there a slight difference in...
Yeah, there's a big difference, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
so even in the speaking, I think in Dominica they speak French, patois. And obviously Jamaican speaks like English patois and stuff. And food, when it's Jamaica in it, you know what I mean, like reggae, dancehall, where the other islands are more calypso and but they playing Dominic like zoot or something. I remember my grand playing zoot when I was young and I was like, I'm more of a reggae man still.
Oh,
of course, and dancehall and that.
Okay, no, I hear that. So when it comes to obviously like growing up, was you kind of surrounded by music then? Was that something that was kind of always around you?
Yeah.
You mentioned grime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was that, was that later on as far as you got older?
So I think music's always been there. I'll say like my mum played a lot of music from growing up young. So I probably grew up to like soul, slow jams, R&B, 90s and that. And then from when I got my own cassette, you know what I mean, I started listening to like, it was garage, then grime, and then we started MCing and stuff. And obviously I listened to a lot of rap, a lot of hip hop. And then reggae and dancehall.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the time, man. I listen to music every day. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's dope. I noticed in one of your songs, "Real Talk," you rapped that it never started with rap. Back in the day, you admired that grime flow.
Yeah.
And I thought that was quite dope. I like that. So if you could break that down for us a little bit, like what is it about grime that kind of caught your interest in that way?
You know, that's interesting you said that, because that song was like, I've written that a while ago.
Yeah,
still was older.
It was part of the EP. Came out in 2015.
Yeah. I've all stopped and then, you know, I mean, the comeback and that. But
with that,
life. It was I was garage before rapping. Yeah, so I was like, that's how it started.
Yeah, talk us
early
through it.
Bowza and that in school. You know, you had the crew and that. So we used to go and like with decks and that, records and stuff. And we used to make tapes. We used to go around like Clash have a cruise and stuff in different parts of London and that. So yeah, it was garage. Then it kind of went into grime. You know, like the Esky Beats grime and that. Well, when it moved there, I was like, at the same time, I was listening to a lot of hip hop and that. And I don't know why. I just moved over to rap and that. Felt like I could express myself a little more and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we love the 140 BPM, you know what I mean? And I love grime now. I see grime coming back, sort of thing.
It is.
And I love that. I love
and, you know, trying to bring that movement back.
Them like heavy still, man. That grime stuff, yeah. So.
No, really, it's very nostalgic, you know. And I think this is probably what the new generation is missing a little bit. Is that a bit of like. There's like just something about that. Maybe it's the drive, maybe it's the passion, maybe it's just because the majority of artists back in the day, they really was fighting for something, you know, in a sense of trying to get out of something, you know. And then I suppose in this era that we're in, we have social media, everything's at our, you know, at our fingertips. So it's probably more accessible, and it's just, you know, everyone wakes up and be like, I want to be an artist today, you know.
100%. That grime experience is wicked, isn't it? Because grime garage, you know what I mean? You're like, it's fun. You get together with all the guys and that, you're just passing the mic around and it's live as well. So you're learning rapping skills, how to use your voice and mic controlling, and it's just live, innit? Even to the decks, and it's physical records and that. You can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all MP3 and wave now. So
yeah,
that stage is important in that, man. And that's why some of the big artists in the UK are the grime guys, you know what I mean?
Did you always have the confidence to perform though? And did it build up from being in that circle and having, you know, that brotherhood of being able to, you know, really express yourself in that way?
Yeah, because I think it's like when you first start rapping and that, when people like it, performing, you know what I mean, you're always performing it, even if you're spitting bars to your brethren and that back in the day. It's like a performance anyway and that. But yeah, I like performing, man. I used to perform in school and that. I remember my teacher, I'll miss my homework and that, she'll make me perform. Every time I miss it.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't do my homework every week just to perform, you know what I mean?
No, I'm done. Really? What an incentive. No, that's dope. That is actually really dope. Yeah, big up Miss whoever that teacher was. Big her up. Because I feel like, you know, I mean, just off the back of that, I think sometimes just the way the educational system works, it's like it's so fixated on, oh, you've got to be academic, you have to pass English, maths, and it kind of, you lose the essence of what makes that person unique, that child, like what is, you know, what's their gift? I believe that everyone truly has a gift.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So before you was out with the man them, you know, with the grime scene and the garage and things like that, did you know that rap was in you? Did you know that, okay, I have this talent?
Like, you know what I mean? You had it from the grime and I don't know, it transitions over and that, but I think rap, it takes a while, innit? Because it was such a US thing. Do you know what I mean? I probably was trying to write raps when I was like 11 or 10 or 9. But it'll come out American, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because America was a huge influence for us, though.
Yeah,
you know, we can't take that away from them in a way.
Of course. But come year 7, I say, I started listening to rap hard, you know what I mean? Okay. I started getting CDs, you know what I mean, albums and that. But I study hip hop hard still, so I'm a fan of hip hop, you know what I mean.
Who's your favorite? Like who? Let's not now, not current, but who?
My favorite rapper, favorite all time. Biggie Smalls.
Really?
Biggie Smalls, yeah.
Biggie, yeah.
I'm not saying he's the best, but for me, he's my favorite.
Okay.
Favorite, but yeah, my top 4 would be like Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, and Tupac.
Jeez, that's a heavy top 4.
Yeah, they're the
heavy. I'm not quite sure if I'd put Jay-Z quite there because There's something about Jay-Z, I don't know, man. There's something about, and I'm not saying he's a dope artist, don't get me wrong. He's dope. I feel like business mind, like, yeah, I'd put him on the top of like, okay, yeah, you really know what you're doing when it comes to the music business. Yeah. You know, to put him with Tupac and that, no.
Jay-Z?
No.
Remember, he's rapped with
But
Biggie,
then I'm not
he's
a
rapped
guy.
with Biggie's brethren, he's had battles with Nadz, you know what I mean? He's up in the mix with them and that. It's Jigga man. He's in his own lane and that, but
yeah,
Jigga,
I respect
man,
it.
you know what
I
mean?
respect it.
Yeah, I think he's a big part of the culture, that era, like Rockefeller.
Yes,
that was fun
100%.
times, you know what I mean?
Oh, come on. Yeah, no, it really was an era, man. Can't get that back, but you know what we can do is appreciate artists like yourselves that are bringing that real rap, that, you know, that you're not just talking for the sake of talking. You know what I'm saying? Just jumping on anything for the sake of jumping on it. Like, it's real, it's real experience, it's real heartfelt.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, not on the real. So was that something that, you know, consciously, did you know that that's a direction you wanted to go with your rap?
I think when I was rapping earlier, probably not. Do you know what I mean? I think when you do music earlier, it's more focused about like blowing and that. You're trying to make what's current and stuff. And sometimes you might lose your authentic self through that because you're trying to make something that's on the radio or might not be you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, as you get older, you get wiser and stuff, you just understand yourself more, try and understand your purpose and that, and realize the power of music, you know what I mean, and the power of words and that. So if I'm doing music, I want something that can live forever, you know what I mean, and inspire people, and even something that might, you know what I mean, my kids can listen to and be like, learn from something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's your legacy.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Real talks. And on that note, we're going to get into another one of your tunes. We're finna vibe out tonight, guys. So I hope you guys are locked in. And if you're not already following Bowza and, you know, streaming his music, guys, you're missing out. Make sure you head over to all music streaming platforms and run up all his music's so dope, and follow him on all his social media platforms. So we're going to get into the Come Up. Love this tune as well. So
one of my personal faves as well.
It is. It is. Well, that's what we're gonna run it up, guys. Yes. Oh, dope, man. Come on.
Most people want to do well in life, but they're not willing to put in the work on a day-to-day basis. Always and every day is a very, very powerful word.
I told them already, I'm trying to go clear, trying to turn 2012 into a fabulous year. I'm aware why I'm here, aware that I'm rare, aware spreading force into the atmosphere. Pursuit of happiness, we hate misery, we stay ambitious, trying to make history, releasing inspiration all over the track. This is real rap, like the great Tupac, no mediocre.
Yeah, let's take that one back, guys. It's just real rap. You understand? Jeez, love it. Run it up, guys. Run it up.
Always and every day is a very, very powerful word.
I told them already, I'm trying to go clear, trying to turn 2012 into a fabulous year. I'm aware why I'm here, aware that I'm rare, aware spreading force into the atmosphere. Pursuit of happiness, we hate misery, we stay ambitious, trying to make history, releasing inspiration all over the track. This is real rap, like the great Tupac, no mediocre, giving you the real ish. Food for your brain you can gain, just feel this. Kept it simple for you to understand it. The come up, motivation for the planet. A smooth rise to the top like an escalator. Gonna blow once my hands on the detonator. Giving it all that we got, the time is now, we're never gonna stop. Dedicated to my people on the come up. Grinding from sundown to sun up. One down, soon to be one up. The come up. Dedicated to my people on the come up. Grinding from sundown to sun up. One down, soon to be one up. The come up. Yo, when the going got tough, when the tough got going, we stayed optimistic, we kept on flowing. When we were kids, we dreamt of blowing up like a bomb, people singing our song. Radio station, spreading to the nation, top of the pops on heavy rotation. Still kept that determination, now the flow's hot like a nice vacation. Been waiting, the time is now, drop the mixtape and the feedback was wow. Even Mumsy's proud, she's got a son who shines when he's thinking out loud. Well done buns, you got onto the telly fam. Remain hungry like the big belly man. Giving it all that we got. The time is now, we're never gonna stop. Dedicated to my people on the come up. Grinding from sundown to sun up. One down, soon to be one up. The come up. Dedicated to my people on the come up. Grinding from sundown to sun up. One down, soon to be one up. The come up.
So you gotta ask yourself, am I consistent in everything that I'm supposed to do? Do you know what? If you're consistent in making sure that you do what you need to do to get to where you need to get to, you won't guarantee results. But there are people who aren't consistent. You're talented, but you're not consistent.
Dedicated to my people on the come up. Grinding from sundown to sun up. One down, soon to be one up. The come up. The come up. The come up. The come up. Dedicated to my people on the come up. Grinding from sundown to sun up. One down, soon to be one up. The come up.
Yes, guys, that's what I'm talking about. It's deeper than rap. The come up, guys. Dope tune. Big up everyone in the building. We appreciate you, man. All the love for you there. Look, let me say it correctly. Prills? Am I saying that correctly?
Big up.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Shout out Maxine on that. She's like the backing vocals on that as well.
Okay.
So shout out
Wicked.
Maxine.
Love that. Yeah. No, yeah. You got some love in the comments. People there saying they love the flow and the bars.
Yeah. Keep it locked, man. This is just the beginning. We got, stuff's coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Follow Bowza.
That's what's up. Yeah. Big up my brother in the building as well, KG. Big up yourself, King. Yes, guys. And that's really what it is when you break it down. It's the flow and the bars, like when you break it all the way down. And so it's just amazing. And like we were saying about creating a legacy, when it comes to music, it's about creating that timeless music, because I think that is the special thing about music, though, innit? It's like, whether that's R&B, rap, whatever you're into, innit? It's like you press play and it takes you back to that feeling, that time, that place where you was, you know?
Yeah.
Very nostalgic. Absolutely love that. So, you released an EP entitled, obviously, Man With A Plan. Yeah. And that was back in 2015. And I think, and that kind of goes along with the fact that when I say that when you create real music, it doesn't matter when it came out. It can still, the words and what you're saying still resonates now with people. Yeah. And I think that's what true music is really about. Can you talk us a little bit through, if you can, the process of that EP and where you was, where your mindset was at and what inspired it?
Yeah, so I'll say with the title and that at those times I had so many plans, you know what I mean? And obviously a lot was with music and other things and that, but I was just so focused on the journey and that, and it's the plan. And, Man With A Plan, I just wanted to kind of show that. I've got, I think one of the singles from that EP is called Man With A Plan as well. So we kind of took the title from that track to use as the EP sort of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just kind of, I think I was in a stage of life, innit? It was just, you're plotting, innit? You're plotting, you're planning, you're jotting things down, you know what I mean? So I think I was at that stage, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so...
And the plan is still going on. It is the same plan.
Okay.
Even though the plan might or not...
It might shift a little
it got shifted, went left, went right. You know what I mean? But it's still the same plan. It's probably a bigger plan now, you know what I mean? But there's more experience now, more knowledge. So it's going to be easier to execute that plan.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
And that's what we're doing. We're on the path to that.
Yeah. I feel like any journey in life, it is about evolving. And, as things do change in life, you change with it, you grow with it. You don't keep yourself like, just because that was your original plan. It's like, if you stay so dead on that original plan, it sometimes it derails you from actually reaching your full potential, So like, as an artist, how do you fit in yourself being an artist with your day-to-day, or, between, you say that you support, you go out there, you speak to young people and you do things that, within the community and things like that. How do you fit that around being an artist, or vice versa?
So, I think more recent time it's actually been easier in that, because I believe that it's easier to make music now. you know what I mean? So it's easier to just book a music studio session, can go like Pirates or something. In terms of mixing and mastering, you know, you don't have to go studio, people doing it on laptops. Right, I don't know, it's kind of, it's lifestyle, isn't it? I think it's lifestyle, innit? I might just be chilling in the evening after work, got a lot of thoughts and that, and I just write them down. You know what I mean? And that way it feels productive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just chilling for an hour. I might have spend writing. Yeah, it's nothing when you think about it. You know what I mean? People spend hours like the scrolling and that. So anything you want to do, not just music, other things, the plan and other things I'm doing, I just say to myself is put 1 hour on this a day or 2 hours, because I can do 1 hour, 2 hours watching YouTube or, you know what I mean, doing something that ain't so productive and that. So I think fitting it in, it's just about time, placing my time in it. So daytime, something's dedicated to that. I just,
So you structure it.
Structure the time.
We said that. So structure is quite important in order for you to feel like, okay, yeah, you can get multiple things.
100%, yeah. And it's easier more now and that, because I've had a lot of time having fun and that, man. I've had so much fun and that. Now I'm like, I need to chill out with the fun a little bit and spend some time on some productive stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, for sure. Would you say like music is kind of like therapy to you?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it is. It's writing, innit? It's writing poems, innit? It's expression. Writing thoughts, it's sound, it's rhythm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
It is the whole process. Even like going studio, you know what I mean? Just hearing your voice come out, you know what I mean? Hearing the mixing, how sounds work and stuff. Yeah, man, that is definitely therapy, man. And it's a hobby as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure, for sure. What do you feel like sets you apart from other rap artists? And because obviously we have, you know, there's a lot of rap artists in the UK, like, you know, just in general rap, there's a lot of rap artists. But for you, you know, your own personal understanding of what makes you unique as an artist?
I kind of just like real life, innit? I just feel, you know, I'm my own person in real life. So that's kind of moves over onto the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm me, I ain't trying to be anyone else. So guy and doing music, I'm going to be me. So it's going to sound different and come across different, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. But then at the same time, do you feel like it's important for artists to also still have that kind of ultra ego or that extra persona, like when it comes to really being in the industry in a way? Yeah,
that as well. I suppose stage show, innit? You know what I mean? When you're on stage, that's when you put the performance on and, you know what I mean, you bring your music to life. You know what I mean? You give people the experience.
No, for sure, for sure. Like, I think when it comes to music, it's like it can be such a personal thing. Some people, some artists, they can do the recording, they can be in the studio and they create amazing music, but then when it has to then translate to being on the stage, it can be two different things.
Yeah.
But I suppose, have you always felt comfortable when it comes to actually performing on a stage compared to, you know, being in a recording studio? Yeah,
you know, we're just confident for life, you know what I mean? Got a role in life with confidence, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, wherever it's stage, studio, wherever I am, you know what I mean, real confident. But yeah, back what you're saying, you know what I mean? That's when you're on your stage, I think all artists, that's when they show their uniqueness. You know what I mean? And if you look at the great artists or all the good artists in the UK, their stage show sets them apart from everyone else. Whether it's gimmicks, your songs, you know what I mean, your flow, your voice.
This is it. And how long do you feel it took you to actually develop like your sound?
It's hard to say a time. I think it's probably still developing now.
Yeah.
So it's always developing. So it's hard to put a time on it. I just think it just develops through just life, just naturally. But yeah, with music, you gotta work hard in it. As I said, I've been doing this for a long time and stuff, and the more and more you do, you just kind of get better at it. And I suppose that's a philosophy for life, innit? And whatever you do, you get better.
Yeah, and you have to keep at it.
100%,
you know, you have to keep at it. Like, obviously, life be laughing sometimes, and you know, like you said, sometimes you got to put the mic down for a hot second and get and focus on what's important, what's happening right now. But at the same time, it's like you don't forget to go back and back into that bag, because that's really what, you know, inspires you to be creative.
100%. And I've put the mic down for a while, innit? But during that time, I'm still living.
Yes.
I'm living, I'm enjoying, I'm learning, I'm still listening to music. So now I've come back to it. I've got better in a way where maybe I've not been exercising my flow, but lyrics, I've gathered all that stuff that when I weren't doing studio or whatever, and now that's all coming out now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you develop as a person, and the person is the artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's that lived experience, isn't it?
Exactly.
Because sometimes if you haven't lived life, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't mean that you have to go through like grimy, gritty stuff. Like you don't have to come from the darkness. You know what I mean? Sometimes it could just be whatever that experience you have. Like that's where you're supposed to pull it from. So when it comes to like being, finding your inspiration, like could you perhaps describe a few things where you would pull that inspiration before you go to a studio setting, or like where do you find your inspiration?
It's life and that, man.
Yeah.
That inspiration just kind of flows in the universe in it, and it just kind of comes in. But it's music. It's music.
Yeah.
I believe that I've got a passion for music. So when I hear it, I like probably partying because of the loud music. You know what I mean? The dancehall culture, the music, the bass lines and stuff. So I could just hear something and it just kind of comes to me.
Yeah. So talk us through like a studio set up for you. What do you need to have in your space for you to feel like, this is gonna be a good one type thing? So,
Minimal still. Like as long as there's a computer, a booth or a mic, that's all I need. And that maybe you might have a little drink or whatever, and that, a little juice and stuff like that. But once I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone, innit? I just play the music, guy in the booth, and it just kind of all comes out. You know what I mean? So it don't take much. It's the energy and the music that just makes everything happen.
No, 100%. I hear you on that. When it comes to rap music, kind of having a bad rap, quote unquote, the stereotype of rap music influencing young people, sometimes with negative lyrics. What are your thoughts on that, and how do you, make a conscious effort perhaps not to fall into that stereotype?
In terms of what, being an artist or listening to it?
Yeah, and I feel like in terms of being an artist, because I feel like as an artist you influence.
Yeah, of course.
So with rap music kind of having that, there's two levels to rap music, and there are two sides to it, and the negative side is the one that is more perpetuated and it's more popularized in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the stereotype of rap being a negative impact on young children, on young people in general? Do you think that it's valid, or?
Yeah, I believe it definitely has a negative impact. You know what I mean? It's frequencies and vibrations and words, and that's logic. You know what I mean? It's gonna have a negative impact. But I think sometimes it's pushed on purpose as well. Do you know what I mean? To cause destruction and all that. Because if we listen to rap, the early stage, innit? Hip hop is love, peace, unity, and all that.
Yeah, innit?
And like a lot of the music was about their community and having fun and getting together and that. You know what I mean? But they're controlling the narrative a little bit, and it's all gone this. But it's like that. But I would say that the youth are gonna always listen to this stuff and that, but we have to listen to it with them and help them dissect it. You know what I mean? Help them dissect, because you can listen to negative music, and if you understand yourself, you ain't necessarily going to copy and make it influence you. Yeah, because I listen to a lot of gangster rap. That's my favorite rap. You know what I mean? Like D Block and street rap. I love that. But I understand in it that I listen to their story and get their experiences and understand that I could do whatever I want to do as well and be me.
Yeah, it comes down to being a strong individual, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
And but obviously with younger people, they're more impressionable. So I feel like the onus has to then come down to the artist, but not necessarily. I think part and part label artist, but then also just the machine of the industry, and even just touching on what you said about it's technically an agenda and what they want to push. Whatever the agenda is, that's the artist that they're going to want to push the most, because that's the agenda and what they want to portray but then they don't want to think about the impact it has on our young people. And it's one thing for us, obviously, being adults and being strong enough to be like, well, we can listen to gangster rap, we can listen to, I don't know, like ratchet music, you know,
A lot of that,
you know, all of that, yeah, you know, all of that type of music. But then in the same breath, we're not going to go and just be that in our real life, you know. So that there has to be definitely be a balance. So you know, that kind of brings us back to your style of music. It's important to have that because it creates balance.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
It's real, isn't it? When you see obviously I've been recording a lot. I've got a lot of tracks there, so probably we're gonna put our next single next month and that. But my stuff now, it's just real stuff, innit? What's happening? Do you know what I mean? So it's gonna resonate. It should resonate with most people because it's just gonna be real about us, what's really happening. You know what I mean? And there's the party stuff. I'm a party man, so all that's to come as well. You know what I mean? But gotta keep it real, man. You know, you're playing songs of mine that was like 10 years old and that.
Yeah,
so that's, you know what I mean, it shows
kind of bringing it back for you a little
bit. Like shows that, you know what I mean, writing real lyrics can last, you know what I mean, and if it's real, you know what I mean, it's timeless.
100%, and that's the best type of music, definitely, because you know, in this social media world that we're in now, and everything's just so, you know, disposable, and it's like sometimes music just doesn't have a meaning. Like sometimes, like I'll be putting on music, I'll be like, oh, what did they mean by that? Where were they going with this? But no, it was just for the sake of. It was just because that's the latest beat, that's the latest flow. Yeah, I want to get hot, I want to get lit, I want to be, you know, the guy. And so even with that, you know, when we talk about balance and yourself being an artist, and then also, you know, being yourself in real life and doing, you know, the other things that you do you ever feel like, you know, when you're out with the young people, does it help you connect with them, knowing that, you know, what you do as a musician?
Yeah and no. Most times I say they don't even know much in that, because when I'm with them, I'm dealing with something that's like really relevant to them at the time, you know what I mean? Every time I see them, there's going to be a different concept of the session or a different session name, you know what I mean? So me, Bowza, and that ain't got nothing to do with it, you know what I mean?
You completely
separate that,
cool,
you know what I mean?
Cool. Makes sense.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
But we do things, obviously I work with an organisation, big up Everybody Loves Music, so it's an organisation that actually teaches young people music. So we teach young people like recording, teach young people how to produce. We put on events for them. We help them with their performance skills. And we also give them opportunities as well to like employment opportunities, you know what I mean? Be a trainee, then eventually get some paid work and that. So we help them in all angles, you know what I mean? So it's not about me. It's I'm you know what I mean? It's about them.
You know, when you're doing that and you're part of these projects, do you ever feel like when I was younger and I was trying to get into what I'm doing, you wish there was that, you know, those kind of projects there for you as well?
Yeah and no, but remember we was doing the grime, so we was having our own fun and that, but not really, because as I said, I had fun, you know what I mean? So I had no regrets and that, but it would have helped. It would have helped, but as I said, with technology, it's making music easier. So you can just bring a laptop to a young person in the mic and they can record their first ever song.
100%. So yeah, like you're saying, technology is really helped spearhead the culture as far as, you know, music and things like that. Do you feel like having a presence on social media is important to be an artist these days?
Yeah, definitely. And I'm still jumping on now, you know what I mean? So I'm about, you know what I mean? You're going to see more of that sort of thing. Because I think before I was so, as I said, I was so in my life and that, doing my own thing and that. I wasn't even bothered about social media, you know what I mean? So I was like living life, you know what I mean? I didn't, whatever. But now I've understand, like it's a part of it now, you know what I mean? You have to, if you're not seen, where are you?
Literally that's how I feel like that's the way. It's like it's a blessing and a curse in a way, in it, like when it comes to social media, because people really think you're not doing that, and if they're not pre in every step of whatever, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing this month and next month, but I understand that there's an importance to having a presence there, because it helps your audience stay connected with you,
of course,
you know. And I think also because it took me a while to really get into the gist of social media, where it's like there's a fine line between sharing and oversharing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know,
and it's good because I look around and obviously you've inspired me, innit? Watching your videos and how you do your thing. It's like, okay, I like the way how you balance it, you know what I mean? And how you do your clips and whatnot. So, you know what I mean? You've got that attitude that's like, don't care, just put it out. Do you know what I mean? And it looks good, and the confidence and that kind of shines through and that. And
thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful and that, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, big up, man. Honestly, yeah. But this is where it is. I think the older we get, it's like we realize that if we want to get somewhere where we're trying to get in life, you surround yourself by people with the same mindset or the same interests and things like that. So and so definitely likewise to you, like when I'm listening to your music, that inspires me. And that inspires me to do what I'm doing. I wouldn't do you know what I'm saying? It's a full circle. You know what I mean? That's how it works. So yeah, man, definitely props to y'all. Is there, would you say do you have a personal highlight as far as your career in the music industry thus far?
Yeah, I would do still. I've got to say one. I got to meet DJ Premier and Royce the 5'9". You know Royce the 5'9"?
Okay.
Yeah, and actually done a song with him as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we done a video as well.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So that time when he was over here, we had
that's
at that time it felt too good to be true and that. But yeah, it was a long process. This was a process of like maybe 8 years of happening. Like it happened, and that was, we recorded the tune a long time ago. But yeah, it happened. But yeah, that's definitely that highlight and that. And I think him just doing the video, I'm thinking he ain't gonna come and do a video. You know what I mean? Done the video, and I was like, raw, that says something, because he wouldn't have done it if.
Come on, if he didn't see,
if he
saw
weren't
talent, man.
feeling it, you know what I mean? So
come on,
yeah, big up Sights as well, because he hooked that up and that, man. But yeah, that opportunity and that was like. That was big, man. I think the standing around his presence, knowing he's rapping with Eminem and he's Eminem's brethren, and that was like, oh shit.
That's super dope. Like, because like Eminem was one of my big. I was such an Eminem fan when I was younger.
Slim Shady.
Yeah, I really was. And listen, I really was. But you know what? I feel like that's actually a good point that you even made. The fact that you felt like, wow, like he's actually. He's going to come and actually collaborate with you and things like that. Because it's like, you hear so much about this gatekeeping, like that gets thrown around a lot, you know, about the industry, whether that's coming from the executives, the higher ups, or the artists themselves that feel like they're at a caliber like where they ain't got time for the small fish. You know what I mean? Like, I'm up here. Do you feel like that's slowly losing its standing as far as the gatekeeping, or do you feel like it's still quite as heavy as it used to be?
Probably less, maybe, in it, because people are more accessible and stuff and that. So yeah, less. But yeah, I think it's what energy you put out is what you're gonna get and stuff like that. So you've just got to kind of control all of this and that, and whether you care about it or not. Just focus and do your own thing and that, and things will come.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because I feel like some people, they're so, and we said this earlier, like they're so fixated on like, oh, I have to be the top guy. Like I need to get the number one, or I need to become filthy rich off of my music, rather than just doing it because that's what they're passionate about, or doing it because their music has a meaning, or they're trying to portray a message. Sometimes it can get lost in translation. So for you personally, what would be your ideal of success?
Success, it's interesting still. Probably like my music having an impact on people. You know what I mean? A good impact, you know what I mean? Provide them a good experience. Obviously money would be all right and that, but it's, you know what I mean? But success, yeah, is a good one, man. What is the meaning of success? Do you know what I mean? Success, just to be happy and that, man. That's success to me.
Yeah.
Living, breathing, family, your people are healthy, you know what I mean? And that's a house, innit? A house. Yeah. And a house abroad.
Oh, yeah. You need
good.
that holiday home, honey. Yeah. What am I, 1 or 2? Maybe one in St. Lucia, one in, you know what I mean?
That's the better place, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about.
Nah, for real. Yeah, because obviously, when it comes to success, it can be definitely, you know, it's a matter of perception, and it's a matter of, you know, your experience and what you value, everyone values different things, don't they?
Yeah.
So it's definitely unique to the person. And yeah, there's levels to what people think success is, but for me, I just look and think, I don't watch what other people are doing. Like, you know, of course you watch to an extent to be inspired or, you know, to support, but I never look at a next man and be like, rah, like why you, or I should be there, or, you know what I'm saying? Or there shouldn't be. If anything, you take inspiration and you push yourself harder.
Exactly. Yeah.
To be where you want to be. So yeah, like that probably would be something that I always try and push out there. Like, don't worry about what the next man's doing. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not having a negative impact on your life and what you got going on, you just stay focused, man.
Yeah,
stay
of course.
focused.
Funny you say that. I've always been like that since like school, innit? You know what I mean? Never watch what no one's doing. Obviously, there's people around me that, you know, have a lot or whatever, or had a lot doing things and that, but I'm more like, I congratulate people, you know what I mean? Big up. I'll be inspired now, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, never watch what people are doing.
That's
no way.
up.
Drive you mad.
It really would. It really would. Because, you know, especially in this world of social media now, and we already know that social media is a snapshot of someone's, you know, they might post something up, but that's a snapshot of either their day, their week, their month. And it's like, you don't know what that person's had to go through that week to even get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you never know what people are doing. Some people do something strange for change, honey. You don't know what people are willing to give up.
Don't know.
You know? So yeah, definitely don't watch what other people are doing. Worry about yourself.
Yeah. Focus.
That part. 100%. So we're gonna run another one of your tunes, and then would you be open to playing a little game with me?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, a little would you rather.
Oh, cool.
All right, guys. Yes, we are locked in, guys. Your time with Nadz right here on Just Cool Radio. The amazing dope artist Bowza in the building, guys. We're going to run up big boy music right now. That's what we're going to do. I was just saying, it's giving me like, you know, it's giving Tupac, it's giving Snoop vibes, like
big boy music.
That part.
Yeah.
that part. Are you saying you recorded it at home?
Yeah. That was a while ago.
Dope. No, that's sick, man. That's absolutely dope. So yeah, we're gonna get into a little game. Yeah, have a little fun with me. Random questions. You know, so don't knock me. Blame Google, okay? Because that's where I'll be going.
That's cool.
Sometimes I make it up myself, but then at the same time, it's like sometimes it's fun because I'll just put the question down, and then when I come with the artist, that's when I really deep what it is as well. So it's kind of like we're both in the same boat, yeah.
Yeah.
So don't stress yourself. Very lighthearted.
No stress.
Yeah, no, it's all too blessed to be stressed, darling. That part. So yeah, it's Would You Rather with Bowza and Nadz, guys. Let's get into it. Okay, Bowza. Would you rather be rich or famous?
I'd rather be rich.
That part. Because really, who wants
like no reason?
Yeah, please break it down.
Definitely. Still, if you're rich, you could just chill out in the mountains, you know what I mean? Have your mansion and that. Live everywhere, whatever, and that. But famous, it's like you ain't gonna live happily, and that everyone's gonna be following you in your business.
That part. There's no privacy.
Yep.
Like and that, I think this where sometimes I look at certain celebrities and I think, like I see why you might have cracked a little bit. Like when you think of like the likes of like Britney Spears and do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you look and think, yeah, I see why. Because there's no privacy. Everything's judged, and you know, and being followed around, not being able to leave your house and just go to the shop.
Paparazzi everywhere. People talking about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a lot.
No, that's it. It's too much. Yeah, give me the money. Let me go and, like you said, let me have my farm. Let me have my, you know what I'm saying? Have my mansion, have my things, and my kids are good. Like,
yeah,
I'm happy.
I agree.
Yes. Would you rather live inside your favorite childhood movie or book?
I'll say movie. Probably because I watched more movies than books when I was. Movie. Yeah, definitely.
Do you have do you have do you remember, like, do you have a favourite movie?
Childhood.
Yeah.
What,
when you was younger.
How old are we talking?
Well, any age, to be honest, to be fair.
Movie. When I was young, I used to like silly films and that, like Ace Ventura and all that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get that.
I've watched so many films, you know. I don't even know if I
Yeah.
got a favorite and that, but
Yeah,
probably all of
I
them.
hear
Are
it.
one day that one day this one day that one.
Yeah. I don't think I really remember like proper childhood movies, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. Yeah, because it'd be like what's that, like Mrs. Doubtfire and like you're right,
yeah,
like really just
it's all
kind of
silly
like
films, innit? It's
yeah,
all-
because you're young, innit?
Yeah,
You're young, do you know
yeah.
what I mean? But if I could live in a movie that, as far as like within my adult years, that like is one of my all-time favorites, it'd
Yeah.
have to be The Matrix.
Matrix, yeah.
But that's a wild one though.
But we're
because-
living in that already.
honey,
Yeah.
if they don't know.
I think I like my movie. You know what I mean? I'm living in this one
In
here.
your
Yeah.
reality. Yeah. Because you can make it whatever you want to make it, innit?
Exactly.
That's the power. That's the power we actually have.
Create your own movie.
That power. I love that. Okay. So would you rather live in a world where there's no crime or no privacy?
No crime, no privacy.
Yeah. So it's either there's no crime
Yeah. No.
and there's privacy, or there's privacy.
Probably no crime, innit? Yeah, no crime. Because you could be a bit more free, you know what I mean? Yeah, no crime. I suppose eventually there will be crime. But, yeah. What would you say for that one?
Yeah, I think it's a weird one. Like, I really had to, like, take a second because I'm like, okay, I definitely don't want to live in a world where there's no privacy. For sure. Do you know what I mean? But then at the same time, if you're weighing up the two evils, I mean...
Wait, I'm thinking no crime, what, you can't commit no crimes as well?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Not illegal.
No, like nothing. Like
Yeah,
nothing.
so
Everyone's just
then that
good.
changes
Everything's
it.
good.
Yeah, that changes it. Don't know about that one, you know.
Yeah, it's a bit of a... It's a bit of a techie one, innit? I'm not too sure. Because I feel like for balance, there has to be good and bad, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like... in order to know what happiness is and what...
But depends on what is a crime as well. Depends on what world it is and what's the laws and what's put down as crime. So maybe no crime and certain things I'll make legal.
Certain things.
Yeah.
Little things.
Yeah. So yeah, go with that one.
White collar crime, I think.
Yeah, little, you know what I mean? Little.
Yeah.
There's no harm in people, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Nah, for sure. I hear you on that one. But I was gonna say, like, in order for it to for you to understand what good is and to know what good is, you kind of have to know what bad is. Like, I really believe in balance and duality. So,
and it's deep as well, because like, what is a crime? Obviously, we got crimes in the English law. What are like moral crimes? Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So
yeah,
it's interesting. But crime's more. Yeah, it's policy, innit? It is policy.
They say it's policy, but look, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, and you break it all the way down, it's just the law of the land, innit? There's certain things you just should not do, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? And then everything else after that, that's just for them to make money and to keep us enslaved. And
yeah.
Well, you know. You know how it goes.
Yeah, good question. Still good one.
Okay. All right. We've got two more. So, would you rather communicate telepathically or know every single language on the planet?
Probably every single language.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think to communicate, innit, you got to speak to communicate.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but some communication is non-verbal, though. So
yeah. So, but body language, is it telepathic? Telepathy is like reading minds. Isn't it?
Literally, we'll talk to each other. Just
nah, man. I know every single language, man. I'll travel everywhere.
Yeah.
I could create business everywhere. You know what I mean? I'll be rapping in Japanese and that, and do something out there.
That would be mad.
That'd be mad. That's like that's a super skill. Every single language and that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You can. Yeah,
that is true.
That's powerful.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. You're gonna go for that. I think I'll go for telepathy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would, because I feel like there's so much power in being able to communicate without words, and then also it's like you can. It's just, I just think it's just super cool, honestly. And I feel like it's genuinely us going back to our original state. Because I feel like before language, before speech, before all of this, that really in a way has disconnected us from like our innate being, like our innate purpose. Like I feel like going back to that is really like you're just stripping off all the layers, because the only thing about language has created barriers. Like, you know what I'm saying, languages have created wars, it's created, yeah, you know what I mean, like it's negative, sometimes negative things, but also beautiful things.
Yeah. But then if you know every language, you could teach people language.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think either one. They're not bad, are they?
No. It's good. It's a good one.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Would you rather have no taste or no smell?
No smell.
No smell.
No smell.
Yeah, same. Because bloody hell, if I couldn't.
I just come back from Jamaica, you know what I mean? Like, food was good, seasonings and
babes, so, proper things, yeah. Listen, if I could not taste, no, because I'm a proper foodie. I want to taste the garlic, the ginger, give me that, all of that, all the flavors. Couldn't imagine not being able to taste.
But then no smells mad as well, innit? You'll be off. It's a sense, innit? Or they're both senses, but you'll be off balance with no smell.
You would, because technically, don't you need one for the other one to work? I don't know. Don't you need, if you can't smell, can you actually? I know that sounds crazy, but
if you can't smell, of course you could taste. That's the taste buds in your mouth.
But then, how would you know what it tastes like if you can't smell it?
Because it's the taste buds, it's your tongue. Yeah,
but if you can't, so you like when you smell garlic, you're like, you know, you when you taste garlic, you know it's garlic because of what it smells like.
But you know the taste, though. You know the taste of garlic as well.
I don't know. It's a weird one. It's like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, if I couldn't smell something, could I really know what that taste is that I'm tasting? If that makes sense.
Or you could have no taste and just eat vegetables and be healthy, innit?
Or you could be a vegan.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No matter what you eat, you know what I mean? You can eat everything good.
Go for it. You could be a vegan.
Some of the good things for you taste bitter and, you know what I mean, taste a bit sour sometimes.
Facts. Yeah. Absolute facts. We're going to run another one of your tunes. That's what we're going to do. And then... I've got a few more questions for you.
Yeah, cool.
And then you politely and so lovely sent me a few of your favourite R&B songs. Yeah. We're going to slide into a few of them as well. Okay. So, guys, stay locked in right here. Your time with Nadz on Just Cool Radio with the amazing Bowza in the building. Okay. We're going to play Big Plans. We're taking it back for you. We're taking it back. We're going to play Big Plans by Bowza, guys. Okay. So, stay locked in, guys. Run it up. Run it up.
Aiming for the sky. Big plans. I've got big plans. Check. Big plans.
Good, I asked some good questions still. I like it.
As I sit down, socialize, share fruits with my guys. The main aim is we wanna rise. Hands high, touch the sky, life is a long ride. I wanna reach my destination before I die. Life's hard and I just now became aware this year. I want a better next year, so I'm gonna act pronto. Not slow-mo, start from the scratch like Tony and Manolo. I've been waiting a long time. In the grind, writing many rhymes. Trying to climb, now I'm in my prime. I know that they're gonna like mine. I know one day I'm gonna shine bright, but until then I'm gonna have to wait. Stay straight, work hard and concentrate. I ain't trying to be an average man. Blood, I've got big plans. Big plans. I've got big plans. Go, 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 go. Big plans. I've got big plans. I need to excel, not fail. Pray that things go well. Skip jail, fuck kill. Life's already like hell. Break doors, find
and they yell, open up, let me in. Don't care what they think, cause I came here to win. Won't stop till I reach the top. Handful of guap, open up shop. Me and my fam chilling like kings and queens. Red carpets and diamond rings. So now I'm gonna focus, move from the sofa and reach high on this life roller coaster and stay high when it's over. Feet up in the back, conversate with the chauffeur. I'm trying to turn my dreams into real life. Get away from the troubles and the strife. Average man, nah, blood, I got big plans. Big plans, I've got big plans. Go, 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 go. Big plans, blood, I've got big plans. Go, 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 go. Big plans, big plans. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, they're with you with the language. They're with you. I love that. I love that. Yeah, big plans. Jeez. Your beats. The beat selection for me, like, so dope. Like, how do you go? How do you pick? How do you know? Like, okay, I'm gonna run with this beat. Like.
So I'll just play a beat. I'll know within 5 seconds whether I like it or not. But I think when I like a beat, I gotta feel it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where it all comes out effortlessly. So I just know within 5-10 seconds when the beat's playing.
Yeah. Whether or not that's even gonna run. And
sometimes you gotta know what you sound good on as well, because you're not gonna sound good on every beat sort of thing. So yeah, it's
very
that
true.
as well.
Very true. I think it takes a certain ear though. You know what I mean? Like some people, they'd be like, oh yeah, just because they like the beat. And it's about being honest with yourself as well. So I like that you even said that, like, because sometimes people be like, oh yeah, they like the beat so much that they forget that, can they really flow on it? Can you really ride that beat? Like, and you do it so effortlessly on all, like, every song that I've listened to, like, through, like, from your catalogue. And I think, yeah, you know where you fit in.
Yeah.
And and I know you were saying earlier that, you're still, could possibly still be finding your style.
The style's there.
But I was gonna say,
that's there. That's
okay.
It's there. I got a lot of music coming out, so I'm excited to share that with the people and that. So it's definitely some good stuff coming.
Dope, absolutely love that. Yeah, no, so exciting times. It's always nice when you can get back into your passion. But I know that you said that you do other things outside of music.
Yeah.
And football being one of them.
Yeah, football. Yeah, big up Lymore Gardens and that. So that's something, when you're young, you play football, innit? So it's weird. I just still do the same things when I used to do when I was young. So music, keep on doing it. Football, do it. And I like boxing as well. So, yeah, football. But yeah, big up Lymore Gardens and that, man. Last year, man, we done the treble and stuff like that. Everyone was buzzing and that. But
you won awards, innit? You won. I say awards. Sorry, I'm not. I'm not into the football world, but you did win like some medals and things like that, didn't you?
Yeah. So we do that was like our end of year celebration and that. So we do the trophy presentations. Yes. I've got a few awards. I've got player of the season a few times and that. You know what I mean? But yeah, big up Lymore and that, man, and big up Lee and that, because also like Lymore Gardens is like a family. It's community based and that, and they do stuff with young people as well. They've got like a young girls football team. We got like an under 23s team, first team, Sunday team. But yeah, it's definitely a community vibe and that, man, and providing opportunities again for the youngers.
That's amazing. That's amazing, because you know what? What's interesting enough as well is the fact that Anton, who runs Just Cool Radio, he, Eyes of Many CIC, also have their football sports academy that they run with young people as well. So it'd be dope to try and connect on that level too.
Yeah, 100.
That's amazing. So yeah, no, that's really dope. I love that. So if you wasn't doing music, would football be the way?
No, not really. I'm not even. It's funny enough. I'm not even a footballer like that. I like sports, man. I feel like I could just do loads of things. And that. You know what I mean? I just play with heart and that, man. You know what I mean? And
if you had to pick one of the sports, whether that's boxing, football, and anything else, which one would it be? If you had to pick.
What to do it?
Yeah, to do it professionally or just
to let go of one, or just to do it it's a tough one. Still, I love boxing and that, but boxing's mad and that. Like, I realise I've had a few fights and that, but man, I have to look after the brain and that. Do you know what I mean? But football's mad though as well. The injuries there as well and that. But man, I love all of it, man. But football, obviously, I watch football on the TV. Where I love both of them, and I like sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so many things that even like when you mentioned about the boxing and that, it's like it's so glamorized, but it's like at the same time it's like people don't fully understand the risk that it's
rough, man. It's rough, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like with big guys and that, man. Like heavyweight is serious, man. Heavy blows tough.
Yeah, no, for sure. So bringing it back to the music, what would you feel personally have been any challenges you faced in your music career?
Well, probably my own thing. Probably procrastinating and being consistent in it. As I said, I went for a long period where I just stopped doing it and that. But now I'm back, man, and I'm back proper and stuff. So yeah, I think it's just my own. It was my own thing that was, you know what I mean, stopping me, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm in control now.
That's what's up. Oh, that's good. Do you know what I think? It's always good when you can kind of realize that, okay, sometimes just take a break, because if you're not your full self and you're not, you know, mentally, emotionally, everything is not, you know, in line, then how can you give 100% anyway? Like, how can you be your full potential if everything else isn't in order?
Yeah, of course,
you know?
man. It's life, innit? You gotta make money, you got bills to pay, got things to look after, you know what I mean? So that always comes first and that. So yeah, I'm in that space where I can have fun with music now.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, I love that. Like, having fun, it matters. Enjoying it definitely matters, because there's going to be times, I think, through every artist or creative person's journey where things won't necessarily go the way that they planned it to go, you know? So it's like being able to be like, oh, okay, just roll with the punches, but never lose sight of what your purpose is and what the reason is why you do what you do.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, when it comes to, okay, so we touched on briefly about what success means to you, and obviously you mentioned, like, you know, just happiness and things like that. When it comes to like the goal of music, though, your actual music career, would you say, what would you say is the end goal for you? Is it to become a signed artist? Is it to stay independent? Like, talk us through.
Yeah, I'll say, I'm not really bothered about the science stuff and that, man. And I think a lot of the rap that I listen to now is a lot of it's all independent artists and that, and they're doing their own thing. And I think, as I said, with the technology, it allows you, innit? Like everything on Instagram, that's easy to do in that, man. I'm CapCut and you're doing videos for yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
big up CapCut, because boy,
yeah,
it does what it needs to do for me.
Yeah, so I'll say the goal is, just keep doing what I'm doing, innit? If things happen, innit, I'll listen and stuff like that. But no, I'm just keep making real music and just, you know what I mean, real music that the people feel, that help the people, or whatever, you know what I mean. And if that's one person says, oh, that tune, you know what I mean, it helped me for get through that or whatever,
keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'll say that's the main goal and stuff.
Anton, where's the control, please? The screen's gone off.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
We gotta roll with the punches sometimes, darling, okay? Sometimes we gotta roll with it. But yeah, okay, so it's being a, you know, as far as being signed. All right, so staying independent, is that important to you then? Excuse me.
Yeah, if it allows control over music and stuff, and but as I said, man, I'm just gonna do my thing and that, and whatever we see what happens in it. You know what I mean? And what comes and stuff. But my goal is just to make music, have fun, and make the people enjoy it.
Because I think sometimes it's like, even what we were saying earlier, like some people's idea of what success is like, oh no, I have to become a signed artist. I have to, you know, have this major backing from a big management a big management deal or whatever, like, you know. But then it's like at the same time, we see how some of these artists, especially from back in the day, they be signing deals, and these deals be mad. Like, you're talking about the 360 deals, and they're getting a piece of every pie, and you're barely getting the bare minimum. Like, you know, that's something that I think perhaps because of where social media has allowed artists to go, it's kind of allowed them to have more control in that way. And then also understand that actually, if I create my own fan base and you know, I already have like my own distribution and things like that, and I already have like my whole brand. Because sometimes I think what it is like, I feel like artist development is an important like part of the industry. More than it is just signing an artist and being like, oh, throw a bunch of money at them and off you go, you know. Because you can be, it's like you can get artists that, okay, yeah, they're good, they've got potential, but if they sign a dodgy deal with, you know, and it's just, then people don't really care about them. They just want to be like, okay, go in there, get these 10 albums done, and boom. Do you know what I'm saying? We're good. But it's like, what about the mental health of the artist? What about like,
of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? What about the message that they really want to push? What about if they want to go outside of what box you want to fit them into?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, do you find that as a rap artist, do you feel boxed in as far as you like your category? Or
no, not at all. I don't feel boxed in. If I am boxing, I break box, you know what I mean? So yeah, never boxed in.
That
We
energy.
don't
break
do
the
box,
honey.
break the box.
Because they do like to do that. It's like, you know, it's like with anything really. Like if you're an actress and it's like, or an actor, and you play a specific role, it's like you're always known for that role. And it's like every time you go for an audition, it's like they can't see you outside of that. You know. So I found that quite interesting. Would you consider, you know, I mean, like you said, I know you're saying you've got different types of music and things coming out and whatnot, so you'd be open to doing probably rapping on an R&B or on a
of course, man, because I listen to all types of music, you know what I mean? So it's music, you know what I mean? I can flow, I can rhyme on anything, so I'm open, definitely. R&B, dancehall, you know what I mean? Obviously not like that, but some sort of way. Collaborations with, I suppose, artists from different genres. Right. 100%, because we listen to all genres and that, man, loads. So.
Well, what would you say? If you could snap your fingers or wave a magic wand, however you want to say it. If you could put together your power group, like, or band, like if you could put together the most powerful set of artists together and be like, that's an epic like band right there, who would you put together?
I'll put together Bob Marley, Michael Jackson. I got to think of a rapper that will go well with them, and it's got to be Tupac or Nas. One of the two, and then just to add the female spice into it, maybe Beyonce. I don't know, there's something, it's modern in it. Beyonce,
you hit me left field with that one.
You know what I mean?
Fling Beyonce in there. Well, she's versatile, to be fair.
Versatile.
She's done a team with Sean Paul. That was a big hit. Back in the day. So I could see it. It could run. It could run.
How about you? Who would you put?
But I love that you. Oh my God, who would I put? Oh, I feel like Tupac's always there for me because he's like, as far as like rap, he's the epitome for me.
Exactly, passion. And the lyrics.
The lyrics, the passion. Tupac. Then I would put my super group. Oh my gosh, that's like, I've never had someone actually ask me that. As many times as I've asked it, I've never had somebody ask me that. I'm gonna think on it and then I'm gonna give you my answer before the end of the show.
But you like my group though? The group's alright.
Your group's nice. I feel like I don't know if I can top that.
Cool. When I said Beyonce though, you was a bit.
No, I was iffy on the B because I was like,
I'm thinking, what other female could you put with those three? It's a hard one to think, isn't it?
I don't know. Do you know what? I feel like maybe to mix it up a little bit. Maybe Janae Ikeo, because I feel like she just has that unique like sound. Her and Bob Marley could probably do a good something. Yeah, it's two different worlds, but it could. You know what I mean? It could run. But I think, I'm gonna think on mine. I never really thought about it because I think I'm not an artist, so for me, it's just like I just enjoy great music. That's how it goes. So yes, you did. You sent me some dope tunes. You sent me, your favorite R&B. But before we get into it, let us know like what's next. What's coming up next for Bowza? Like. For you, what's the next steps?
All right, so as I said, we've put out the first single, A Better Place. What was that? November.
Yes.
So what's next? So we're just continuing to promote the single. We're going to be doing some performances. Freestyle videos are going to be coming out by the end of February. We're going to work on the next single, should be coming out on March. So at the moment, it's just kind of, be consistent and keep putting music out. Do you know what I mean? And while putting out the music, building connects and building links and stuff. But also other than music, innit? Like I want to do other things other than music as well. So I'm still, want to carry this youth stuff and that. Do you know what I mean? And be able to, use the music, use the other things and that to kind of inspire the youth generation, you know what I mean? And provide opportunities and whatever, you know what I mean? So, there's a big plan and, you know what I mean? And we're working on it, but we're going to make it happen and that. The time is now.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then talking about the youth, like if you had like one piece of advice you'd want to give them, obviously, you work with the project with, showing young people how to create their music and things like that. If you could give them one piece of advice about, the industry or whatever you could give them, what would it be?
Yeah. I'm going to use something that we said earlier. Yeah. And it's like, be yourself, be unique, and don't follow no one.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
That's all
and then just, live life through like that, you know what I mean? And then your authentic self will come.
Naturally, for sure. I think that's very powerful. And I love that.
Yeah. Use that own advice, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, You can work with the youth, so I might have to bring you to a session and that. You can talk to them.
Well, do you know what I do? I do support young people. I mentor, Okay, I do mentor. Okay. So, I think that's something that I think naturally when you have a voice or that, okay, well, you've been through a certain walk of life and you've been through things in life, like I feel like naturally, no matter what you've been through in life, you use that to help inspire and help uplift others.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like I've always enjoyed working with young people because it's just like, they're the next generation, man.
Yeah, of course.
They're the next police officers, the next, government. They're the next everything, So
next presenters.
Right. The ones there. So all the next artists. So it's just like, naturally, like whatever we can give back to them, I think it's very important. So definitely keep doing what you're doing, like, and you're gonna inspire ultimately, and that's a beautiful thing.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure. So yes, darling, you sent me some R&B tunes. Yeah. Okay. My girls that are locked in, they're gonna love this selection. By the way,
you know what? When you said R&B, I just kind of thought, let me give some music that I kind of grew up to in it when I was young and that, you know what I mean? Or these are the tunes that I like when I'm out and I was partying in it all my years and that. I've heard these songs and that, but.
I love that.
Man, 90s is the best, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I love that. So we're gonna run two of them. I'm gonna allow you to choose which two, and then we're gonna.
I'll let you choose.
You're gonna let me choose.
Yeah, you choose.
Okay, how about I choose one and you choose the other?
All right, cool.
And then we're gonna end with your latest tune.
Yeah.
To finish off the show. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do that.
Which one? The H, yeah. Honey.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go with Knocking the Boots, guys. H-Town. That's what's up. Bowza has spoken, guys, and that is what we are doing. Okay. Stay in the vibe. Ooh, honey. This ain't the feels I don't know.
For all the ladies.
H-Town boy. You
This
smooth
is like,
with it.
You know the end of the rave, isn't it?
It really is. It really is.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
We'll be knocking the boots. G.I. Shazam, Dino. They gon' do a little something for you real sexy, like, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So out of the selection you chose, I'm going to go for Undercover Lover. Honey, no, we have to. We have to. Taylor Ward? Jeez. Big tune and 12. That's what's up, guys. Yes, that's what we're getting into. And then we'll finish off with your latest project. Yes, guys. Bowza featuring Mons, guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm on my way
I'm on my way,
to
yeah.
a better place than this.
Come on, now we're on
Yo,
our way,
I'm
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
my way. Yo, I'm sick of this. These men are taking a piss. I've had enough, there's gotta be a better place than this. Somewhere far away, where we can really be free. All this mind control, taking its toll on me. Turning off my phone, ignoring the news. All the gossip is dead, too many lies, there's truth. I'm searching, there's nowhere near. I've been looking for a while and there's nowhere here. Build a boat like Garvey, the Black Star Line. If you're on the same wave, come for a ride, it's gonna be live. Vibes on deck, call it the soul ship. Loads of chicks, Ray and F, head into paradise. Coconut trees, cross the 7 seas, feel the cool breeze. Captain Bowza, I stare with ease. I rock the boat, and when it's wet, I float. Yo.
On my way, searching night and day. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way, I said I'm on my way.
I'm on my way to a better place. On my way.
On my way. Some days I don't know where I'm heading, but I ride through the storm, always forward stepping. The alchemist, I know this life is a blessing, but sometimes I need more than what I'm getting. Some peace, minimum 20 degrees, no media control, all crooked police. Kids can be kids, outside's wheelie and skids. A better place than this, I can't stand the blitz, can't stand the rain. Outside is grey, stuck in the rat race for financial gain. No church on Sunday, but I sometimes pray. Got my plan in play, I'm on my way. I need to grow my own food, cause what they're feeding me is rude. I need acres and acres, no next door neighbors. I said I'm on my way.
Searching night and day. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way, I said I'm on my way.
I'm on my way to a better place. On my way.
I'm on my way.
Ooh, yeah. Come on. Better place, a better way.
I'm on my way, I said I'm on my way.
Searching for a brighter day. Yeah. We're on our way. I'm better on my way. Yeah. On my way. Yeah. I'm on my way. Yeah.
Big tune, guys. Big tune. Make sure you run it up. Run it all the way, okay? And that is the end of the show, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you guys next week. That's what's up.
Hey, what's up? This is one Mr. Vegas. You got it locked to Just Cool Radio. You know, say, yeah, how we play the baddest and the maddest and the best dancehall and reggae music and all type of music, soca, everything. I get it, yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Vegas, Just Cool Radio. Turn it up loud. Na 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 na. Why you wanna leave me, baby?
Bring the hot girls come to party, cause we love see them move and shake them body, yo. Bring the hot girls come to party, just cool them, love it, love it. Hey, yo, it's Alive and Living Scotch, Sean Paul letting you know, you don't know. Just Cool Radio, and that's what the dial said. Dirty.
If you don't know, now you know. Go and tune in to Just School Radio.
Are you looking to take your business, community project, or product to the next level? Want to reach a dynamic and engaged audience? Look no further than JUSCOOLRADIO.com. At Just Cool Radio, we offer the perfect platform to showcase your brand. Our diverse programming and loyal listeners are the ideal match for your advertising needs. Whether you're a local business, an emerging entrepreneur, we've got you covered. Want to add some star power to your event? Book Just Cool Radio talent to bring excitement and professionalism to your next big occasion. Our talented hosts and DJs will keep your audience entertained and engaged. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Visit JUSCOOLRadio.com today to learn more about our affordable advertising packages and booking options. Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eyes of many.
Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence. Everybody turn it up loud, loud, loud. Just Cool Radio, Madina.
Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eye of many.